thought hurricane season was over. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be
Hey guys.
just waiting for y'all just to finish your poop talk, just hanging out.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Relevant.
What's up,
Well,
boy?
you look good, Love. You look like you don't have cancer anymore.
Oh, well, cross your fingers because I do my next scan tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, my six month checkup. CT scan.
Have you noticed like anything at all irregular, concerning? You feel pretty much back to normal?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Because like even like at the beginning when I first had it, I didn't feel anything. So I don't know. It was weird, but I feel like I feel things more, if that makes any sense.
What things?
Just like my body. I don't know. I think it's more or less in my head. I think that I feel things and I'm like, what is that? This could be this X, Y, and Z. And so I just create scenarios in my head that things could be. Like last time right before my scans, I was freaking out like that too.
Like you're
So I was
paranoid?
like, yeah, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
So like last time before my scans, I was thinking shit, like my chest hurts, like what's going on? It could be some, but I think it was just because from bench press and stuff like that,
Can't even have normal, beautiful DOMs anymore, huh? It's always got to be paranoid.
Yeah, it's a little like that. And then like I
That's
know
fair, though.
my other nut was kind of hurting the other day.
Now that's completely fair.
Yeah,
if something fell wrong with that one, then
it was a few days. It was like a week, but at the same time, my hip and my groin were like aching too. So I don't know. I feel like it was a referred pain because after I moved and I stretched and I did things, it kind of went away. I don't know.
I definitely believe you're probably super hypersensitive to everything and paranoid.
Yeah, I just overthink it all. I'm just like, oh shit, because like it was in my lungs and all that kind of stuff, and even the last scans showed that there was still a little bit there in my lungs and things like that. So anything I feel with like my chest or like breathing or abdomen or anything like that, I'm like, oh shit, like what's going on? And like my lower abs have been.
I feel like everybody would be feeling paranoid at that point.
Yeah,
especially at like what age you went through it. You got so much life ahead of you now, and like you wouldn't think like me and Dan, I don't think we consider shit like that to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have either.
But now, like it's always there in the back of your head because
you
went through it.
If it happened once, it can happen again.
Exactly. Like anything. And like the shittiest part is, I guess, like I never felt anything in the first place. So like I don't know. Like how do you know?
Get tested.
Yeah, but how often are you gonna do that? Shit's expensive.
I still haven't. You think all of us would have with but
I mean you just check your nuts on your own.
I mean, I don't. They
feel. If it feels any different.
Yeah, everything feels good. They do say that women got to check themselves every once in a while, though. Doesn't matter what their age is.
I mean, we're about getting to that age too, where we should be routinely checking, I guess.
You guys are almost to that dirty 30.
Yep. I feel good though.
I felt good before.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I didn't feel any different.
No, that's not what I mean. Being almost 30, like I don't feel like I'm that old.
Oh yeah. No.
30 is really not. I think if you look at the majority, if you look at like a population of 30-year-olds, we're still riding in that at least top 5%. I feel like most 30-year-old men at this point are dad bodding it. 95% of them had dad bods, and
that'll be love in a year.
I mean, I've been kind of flirting on the line. It's like an athletic dad bod, if that makes sense.
Nope.
It's just fluffy.
Yeah, there's just a little extra. Like I've been chilling 220, 225, like right in that pocket for a while.
I mean, that's pretty big though.
Yeah, but Blove, you always chill around there, don't you?
Before it was 215, I couldn't get past 215.
I swear, once you started drinking IPAs all the time, you were like,
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
It makes a difference. Well, the thing is, okay, so I played basketball today, and my body hurts from basketball. And then what's better to get over a little bit of hurt than a few beers, a few IPAs.
Whatever you gotta tell yourself.
Yeah.
We don't judge.
And then, then you stay 220, and then your body hurts next time you play basketball. And
imagine how much less your body would hurt if you were at like the weight that you should be at, which is like 200.
No, blood should not be 200.
I think I was at 200 right before I went into chemo. I'm pretty sure I was at 200.
Really?
I think, but that was when I was keto for like a month and a half.
Oh.
And that was a big reason why. I felt good though. I felt great at that, but I don't know. It's just how realistic is that right now in my life? I don't really care to be keto, but whatever.
It's no fun. Plus, you can't drink your beers, your IPAs.
I would say the goal for all of us right now is just keep fat off. Like, I don't think weight really matters. It's just fat. Like,
no, I'm getting back. I'm in the realm of 163 to 165. Back before I lost everything, I was like 175, and that was just mega muscle, just cut like dense muscle. But I feel better at 165.
I've been about 203. I've been 203 since I started the ultra prep. So with all the cardio, I haven't really lost any weight, but I'm tighter.
You gotta be eating so much food.
I mean, I really didn't change my diet.
Did you answer? You never answered. Are you counting calories right now?
Yeah, I usually get around. Well, it depends on the day, but I always have an idea. Usually, it's 3 to 3,500.
And you're staying the same weight?
Yeah, dude.
And you're kind of like, is your exercise sporadic in a way? Like, because you said you burn 1,800 on a hike, but like how you
was
day right now, do you?
No, so that was like my long run for the week. So that one was excessive. It was 1,800. I usually burn like 7 to 8 on just like a normal day of, let's say, 5 miles. But I'm doing, so I lift a minimum 4 days a week, ideally. And I'm just doing like a push-pull legs and alternating. And then
you said 4?
Ideally. And then, but like, so basically it's, my original plan was to alternate every single day, but I was like, I want to lift more. So when I can lift and do cardio in the same day, like if my schedule allows it, then I will. And then instead of hiking, I'll like go on a bike ride, or I took Zion on a walk run just now, just because it's easier than going to the trails. So I'm just doing that, and then making sure I get at least one long run in, and then I lift like as much as I can with the push-pull legs split. So like based on like, so like I did the 10 Friday. On Saturday, I didn't do shit. Yesterday, I didn't do anything because my week was pretty packed, and that 10 miler is going to do a toll on me. So yesterday was all about recovery. Mm-hmm. That was the first day since I started that I didn't do anything.
I'm sorry, what are you doing though? Is this a program or something, or?
No, I'm just winging it.
Okay.
I signed up for a 30 miler.
Is that supposed to be a hike or a run, or?
It's a race.
Is how fast you get it done?
So typically you'll like jog the straightaways and the downs, and then you'll walk the up. Like people will run. There's some really good runners that will obviously run almost the whole thing. Maybe that's not true for a 30. I don't know. I've never done one, but because like all the races I've done and the trails were shorter. So like you got away with running up the hills if you wanted to, but with the 30, like those uphills are conservative of energy.
Yeah, because I mean that's gonna be hard anyways. You're gonna be pushing it. Your heart's gonna be pounding.
Yeah. So
where's that at?
It's at this place around here called Farmdale.
Oh, okay. You've been doing that one then, right?
I've done it before. I did the 7. I got second place doing the 7 miler.
Well, I mean, you've been practicing.
Yeah.
You've been going out there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Farmdale at?
What?
Where's that at?
It's kind of by like where the East Side Complex was.
Oh, okay.
So
that's kind of by the Proving Grounds in a way? No?
I don't think so.
No, the Proving Grounds is more like Germantown Hills, between Germantown and Washington.
Okay, you're talking East Peoria.
Farmdale is like Sunnyland, like when you're going down like where Sonic is in East Peoria, that area.
Okay.
Yeah. More East Peoria, more Sunnyland. East
there's
Peoria
a ton of woods back there.
Yeah. It's really beautiful.
Dan went with us once or twice.
A couple times, yeah.
It's pretty, and it's like relatively flat. There are hills and inclines, but out of all the courses around here, it's the more flat. So it's kind of like the easy ultra to sign up for, if there was one.
It's more flat than what is it?
Forest
the state park. Forest Park, yeah.
Yeah, it's much flatter than Forest Park.
Forest Park's hills are pretty fucking steep. Farmdale wasn't too bad.
It's not like Narnia.
30 miles is a long time though. No, Narnia. Oh my god. Those ravines. Those look like mountains from the bottom.
How long do you think 30 miles is gonna take you?
Stevie did it in a little over 6 hours, I think she said.
So you know you can't let her beat you.
Say what?
You know you can't let her beat you.
Sure I can.
I know she got strong legs, but you got testosterone on your side.
I have to figure out if I'll care, because right now my mindset is like I'm just gonna go out there and do it. But if in my training I start to become very confident, then maybe
well, we'll see how competitive you get when it actually comes down to it. Because the reason that you got second in the 7 milers because you got real competitive in the middle of it.
That's true.
Right before it. So once you get up next to somebody, especially like one of the, like that 12-year-old kid that thought he was going to cheat, you know.
Yeah.
You know, let that happen.
All the other plans go out the window.
Yeah. It's, it's like when people pass you get a little pissed. And then when you pass people, it's like a really good feeling. So you want to do it again. So we'll see. But
the competitiveness will come out at some point.
Yeah. Zach, Caitlin's boyfriend, he just did a half and then found out I was doing this, and now he's going to do it.
Nice.
So we're going to run together.
So he's going to push you.
We'll push each other, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it'll just be a nice, like, running buddy. Keep things, talk, pass time.
When did you say it is?
Say what?
When is it?
October 8th.
Oh, cool. So you've been pushing yourself when you're practicing?
Not really. I mean, yes and no. So a lot of the people that are into these endurance competitions talk about how often you do easy runs in your training. So you're actually not really supposed to push it in terms of like tax on your body, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
So no, I mean, I just keep a pace. I just try to, Dan went with us. He could kind of, he has a good idea.
It was really easy.
Yeah,
that was going to be a little harder.
It's just.
Were you jogging or were you walking?
There's a lot of walking.
Yeah. Okay.
It just depends. So like we were out there just kind of to be out there, but on Friday when we knew we had 10 to get done, we walked, but it was also like more running because it's like you have a destination. Like we need to get there in relatively good amount of time.
Right.
But yeah.
So the way they do it, is it because you did 10 miles the other day, right?
Yeah.
So would it be that 10 miles repeated 3 times? The same 10 miles, or is it different?
It's different, but
Okay.
it's like you could think of it as loops. I think Stevie said it was a 7-mile loop. So you would do it 4 times and then you'd have a little extra. They would just send you onto some little path that would equate to 2 miles.
Weston, you should run it, since it's in October, you should run it with a Scream suit on and a knife.
The mask too?
Yeah, and then you should have Zion run it with a little Chucky mask thing on.
That'd be cute.
That would be.
I think I'd probably catch a stump and fall and break my face though if I was running for 30 miles with a mask on.
Haven't you seen the movies? That's pretty typical.
He does always fall, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would they allow Zion in the race? Would he?
Yeah.
Do that?
Yeah, he'll probably, I'm assuming he'll jump in just for a little bit, maybe towards the end, because they're cool with dogs.
And you've been taking him out?
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we take him out. We didn't take him.
Zion's basically an ultra runner by now.
Yeah, right?
He could.
He's a beast.
We sort of monitor how much he runs just because like it's hard on him and he doesn't know. He fucking just goes.
Yeah, just goes.
Yeah, right.
He'll go till
he would drop before he stopped.
Right. So like we'll take him on the 5s, but we didn't take him on the 10.
Okay.
And like if it's really hot, we don't take him.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, how's your running going?
It's good. I finally beat my my time requirement. I did it for the first time this past week.
Is it 1.5 miles and 12 under?
11, under 11.
1.5 miles under 11. What'd you get?
Yeah, 10:59.
10:45. So it was the first time that I beat it. It was the first time I beat it, and I got a 10:45.
Well, in 15 seconds is quite a while.
Yeah. So, in 15 seconds, I could probably do 2 or 3 tenths of a mile. So.
Wait, how far you gotta go?
1.5 miles. Yeah.
Where you running at right now?
10:45. Where?
No,
or what?
Where, yeah. Done.
Where?
Yeah.
Just on the street. On the street somewhere. I have a map my ride that you can use for like bike rides or runs or walks or whatever. So that's what I use. I just hold my phone in my hand. I have like the there's a voice cadence or whatever. It's so if you can set it like to tell you what your pace is every half mile or every 2 minutes. Let it like how you can have it set like at every 2 minutes it tells you how many miles you've gone, or you can set it at a half mile, what's your time, stuff like that. So I just take it on the road, just go. It's very interesting because like where I'm running at is it's pretty much flat, but even just a little bit of a difference in incline messes with me. There's the boy right there. Yeah, even just a little bit of incline messes with me just because I'm running at such a fast pace. It has to be like a 7 minute 10 second per mile pace. The boy.
You just turn on Metallica and just get lost.
No, actually, I've been doing it with nothing. Just my own thoughts, my breathing, my footsteps.
Dude,
that's probably good.
Running's way harder without music.
It's much more of a challenge, but it's really good, I think, because it's not like I feel like music can be a crutch.
Yep.
In that regard. So like when I'm doing it without any music and it's just my thoughts, I can go like David Goggins crazy and just like psych myself up with my own words. And so that's been really beneficial. I think everybody should do that every once in a while. But even with my just my low intensity. So I'll do like I put a book bag on that has 40 pounds in it and I just go for a walk. And I'll do that for an hour and see how far I can get. The goal is to get 4 miles in an hour, which is a 15-minute walking pace with an extra 40 pounds on my back. So it's like me walking around at 2:05. And but even that for an hour, no music, I'm just out on the road. It's really good, especially when I do it in the morning. It's really good to do in the morning for the first time.
I imagine you have. I mean, like most of the time when we're on the trails, we don't have music. Like if we're together, you know.
It's just like that.
It's like the amount of thoughts you have and how clear they are. and how rapid they are is pretty insane. So if you're talking about like an hour of just silence, and then like you
figure out a lot of things. If you're having like some questions or like some like frequent questions popping up, or if there's like some problem that's been lingering or something, you get a lot of solutions pop into your head, and you figure a lot of problems out like in an hour of just walking around.
It's almost like a meditation.
Yeah.
That's why I do it at first thing. I've never really done it. I've only done it at night once. I guess you could do it at any time and still get the same result, but I don't know. I think mornings
superior for sure.
I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast with Andrew Huberman too, and he said that getting sunlight exposure like in the first 2 hours of your day is really, really beneficial. So I've been trying to stick to that too quite a bit.
Did he say like minimum amount?
20 minutes. Well, he also expanded on that and said that you want your like the most amount of skin possible to be exposed to 20 minutes of sunlight. But that's more for hormones. Like it's good for like testosterone and cholesterol. You know, the cholesterol is the precursor to testosterone. When the vitamin D interacts with the cholesterol in your skin, then it turns into free testosterone. So that's what he was getting at. But also with the sunlight exposure early in the day, it's really good for your circadian rhythm. And you start going to bed at the same time, and you don't expose yourself to blue light at night. That's how you get in a really good circadian rhythm, and that's how you boost your sleep regularity. And then sleep regularity and getting quality sleep is also boosting the testosterone. Because in that podcast, they had a very long segment about TRT and natural testosterone levels falling, and like different things that impact testosterone levels in men and women, and estrogen talks about that too. So, but yeah, so have you guys listened to that podcast? It's really good.
Not that one, not yet.
Who's the guest?
Andrew Huberman. He has his own podcast too called Huberman Lab or something like that.
Isn't he like a teacher at Stanford or Yale or something? Harvard?
Stanford. Yeah, he's a PhD at Stanford. Yeah, it was really good. He's not one of those guys. I feel like I got that vibe that he's very in the middle. So he's not like married to like an ideology. So, and he just like straight statistics. Like these are the statistics, these are the facts. A lot like Lane Norton. You guys know who that is?
Yeah.
Bio Lane. A lot like that. They're very similar.
Whoa. Lane Norton.
Hey, Dan, have you noticed any differences since you started doing that?
In what?
Doing your walks and everything?
Differences in what though?
Like your sleep and all that kind of stuff they were just talking about.
Well, I'm also taking Ostrine and Cardarine right now. So I wanted to get, because I had been out of shape for so long. I just wanted to like something to jumpstart. Yeah, just to jumpstart it. So it's been like the muscle mass put on has been pretty easy. Especially I'm just doing like push up, pull up, sit ups, squat like that 40-pound bag. I'll do like squats and lunges in it every once in a while. And then just the running and walking. But so yeah, like my body's really adapted really quickly thanks to the Ostrine and the Cardarine. But yeah, it definitely helps with mood. And I think I don't need as much sleep with the Ostrine and Cardarine. I've been trying to like limit my sleep, honestly, because of just trying to like push myself to do more on less sleep, because that's kind of the part of the goal too. So it doesn't like it doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I keep my alarm at 6:30 every day, and I'm really working on being up between 6:30 and 7 and doing whatever physical activity I'm doing for that day, and getting after it early. That's the main goal. And so I felt like because of the drugs, and then because of just like, it's not like what I'm doing is not super intense. It's not like hard on stressful on my body. Like it's you
can recover easily from it already. And then you know the compounds in there, and your recovery is probably great.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like I got a really good schedule. Like I'm only running 3 days a week. One day is when I'm 1 day a week, I'm testing that 1.5 miles as fast as I can. One day is just a longer distance, really chill, and then another day is doing hill sprints. So that one's the most intense. But I just want to keep like power in my legs. I don't want to just be slow twitch, you know. And then, but so like with that style of running, I can recover really quickly, like really quickly. Well, I mean the drugs help too, but like push-ups you can do, like if you just max out one set of push-ups every day, you can do that every day too. It's like my body is never like super sore until I do lift, like once a week or once every couple of weeks, I will lift and I'll get really fucking sore for like 3 or 4 days.
And you just do full body?
Yeah. Yeah, just push pull leg, and really not that much either. It's like half hour, 45 minutes.
Dan, you should do the 4x4x48 David Goggins challenge.
4x4x48. What's that? I've heard. It's not the first time I'm hearing about it, but I forget what it is.
So you do 4 miles every 4 hours for 2 days.
Oh my God. 4 miles for 4 hours.
Does it matter how you get them done?
Walking. 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours.
For two 2 days straight.
So 4 miles would take me like,
I think it's 2 days.
40 minutes.
Not 1 day.
That's 12.
So
12
4
rounds.
miles would take me like 40 minutes. And then so like the 4 hours starts after that.
No. So that's the thing is like, okay, so you're starting out with your first 4 miles. Let's say you do it in 30 minutes, right? Well, that 30-minute 4 mile is going to be more taxing than if you had just taken your time and done it for 2 hours, let's say. But you get more rest time with the 30-minute one. Now you have 3.5 hours instead of just 2 hours.
Got it. Yeah.
So I guess
it's like an EMOM. Yeah, it's like an EMOM every minute on a minute. Yeah. If you do it,
that's 12
EMOM's a CrossFit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is 48 hours.
It's 40. It's also 48 miles
Oh, is that? Yeah, that would be the math.
total. Yeah, 12 rounds.
So if I started at 6 a.m., I have to run. So I'd have to run another 4 miles at 10 a.m. and then another 4 miles at 2 p.m. and then another 4 miles at 6 p.m.
Correct.
And then like you're just supposed to like take little power naps. I mean, that's doable.
Yeah,
that would be kind of fun.
That's another thing too, is you have to get your fuel and your sleep in one way or another.
I feel like there's a way to strategize all that. I would have to dive into that.
Gracie,
what's the benefit?
They did it?
Yeah, they did it, and they said it was like, hard is an understatement, but they're both struggling.
We gotta get up from sleeping,
dude. I'd be
2 hours of sleep.
Just like,
get up.
Man, I'm such an asshole when my sleep gets interrupted. Like, if I was halfway through that and I'm going into a nice little dream and somebody wakes me up to run, I'm gonna be so mad.
Not happening.
But that's it, right? They're like, that's why people do it, is because it's ignorant.
But what's the benefit? Is it just to push yourself and just get over your mind, essentially?
Yes.
Okay. So nothing physical, just that. Destroy yourself. You're probably trash after that for a couple of days, I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, like an elite runner, it's not going to destroy an elite runner, but like if one of us tried to do it right now, we'd fucking die.
Do it, Dan.
I mean, 4 miles sounds sucky. 1 4 mile sounds sucky.
You said you did 1 mile and 15, so it'd take you an hour to do 4?
That was walking.
Right. So just take an hour walking.
I mean, yeah, I suppose you could do that. I feel like an easy like 10-minute pace wouldn't be bad. I don't think.
I definitely think maybe I could do it walking.
Maybe run 1 mile, walk 1 mile or something. Probably wouldn't be too bad.
You'd want to be like in pretty good shape, definitely. No matter what you were gonna do.
Right. I mean, even walking at a 15-minute pace is like speed walking. It's a fast walk.
And you gotta think like, what do you do in between to make sure that your legs don't lock up?
Right.
You'd want to sit down and rest, but if you sit there too long, you're not going to want to get back up.
I feel like you got to put your legs. You got to elevate the legs.
Well, if I remember anything from high school football, you get about 4-hour breaks. That's too long. 3-hour breaks, and you get to eat Gio's pizza, and you get to drink lots of Gatorade, and you'll sit down and play Mario Kart for a while. Maybe some Halo 2.
It sounds pretty cool.
And then you go right back to it.
That's a pretty solid plan, bud.
Those are actually really fun days. You just go, because whoever lived like close by, like we went to Brunton's house quite a bit. Whose house did you usually go to? Probably Brett's.
Yeah, we went to Brett's all the time.
Yeah, he didn't live too far away, but it was nice when you got to go. Like Joe Weislick ended up living like 3 minutes, like a 3-minute drive from the football field. That was always fun to go over there. There was some video game that I remember was super popular back then. We played it all the time. It was
Mario Kart.
It wasn't Mario Kart.
And we play Halo 2 a lot.
A lot of Halo.
That was fun. I would never do Gio's Pizza in there though. That would be running with like a ticking time bomb in your stomach. I can't believe we did that.
Nuts. What, gondolas or McDonald's or something?
Pasta.
Gondolas from Myths. Yeah.
You guys would always be smashing spaghetti the night before the games.
Yep. Team dinners, carbo loads.
Wow, that's all it is, man.
That summer camp was the most awful stuff in the world. Thinking back on
it was hard.
We literally practiced for like 7 hours a day.
But if you think about it though, I would love to hear what like other programs were doing. But like we went to 3 straight state championships. So like
yeah, I know. What's the trade, you know?
It was hard, but it was, you know, it must have been part of the reason why we were so good.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, Metamore's program has been on a steady decline. And I feel like it wasn't shortly after you guys got out that they made those laws that actually restricted how long coaches could have kids play for.
Could be part of the correlation. Could be part of the reason why Coach Ryan decided to leave too.
Right.
Said, fuck it. Can't do what's necessary anymore. Pandering these kids, I'm out.
It's like
saw the writing on the wall.
What?
He saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, do you remember that one Hell Week in the middle of summer? Not Hell Week, but camp in the middle of summer when it was like well over 100 degrees and they just brought out fucking coolers full of ice towels and like, all right, here, put this on.
Those were
every break.
Those towels were lifesavers. Those are amazing.
Yeah, but we shouldn't have been out there.
There was a few. I mean, it was the year after I graduated when you guys were seniors when Faye actually had to get IV in the hospital.
He did that at my house. We were at my house when that happened. We were downstairs, he was upstairs, and we literally heard just this thud, and then he was screaming, and he was his whole body was cramping everywhere.
He was just.
And we picked him up. Yeah, we picked him up and we like put him in the tub. Apparently, like you do that with water. I don't know. It was supposed to help out. We give him like pickle juice and all this other shit. And then we called his mom. We're like, hey, you got to come pick him up, take him to the hospital. And then I don't think he practiced like the rest of the camp because
first of all, it's Michael Faye, so don't fuck with the king. Secondly, that's pretty fucking scary. Like,
it was gnarly. His feet and his hands and everything, his full body was cramping. He was screaming. We were like trying to like pry his like fingers straight.
Well, that's so wild.
Nobody was like making sure you guys were hydrated and had enough sodium and other electrolytes, and it was just pure brute strength.
I mean, they made sure we got a lot of water breaks, but no one was like educated in like the electrolytes and all that stuff. I mean, they were feeding us goddamn Geos and gondolas in between, you know? It's fucking crazy.
What? I said they were probably donated.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. But like, yeah, so no one understood like the science of it. But I mean, they gave us like plenty of water breaks and stuff like that. But still, like when you're doing, I mean, that's what we were doing. Like,
dude, you guys were probably
like 6 hours. Oh my God, 6 hours. We're talking about full pads. Well, full pads for 4 hours, and then just helmets for the last 2. And we did 3 days for some of the camp.
That last
Three
practice was so
three
unnecessary.
practices in a day. Yeah. That's wild.
I'm so glad I didn't do that.
Wild times. And you know what though? It sucked, but like I loved it at the same time.
Yeah.
I loved football.
I was hanging out with Mark
Facts.
yesterday, and he was saying how he's always talking shit about those days, but if he could go back in time, he would do it 100 times over. Like,
I don't remember ever complaining. I might have been like, man, I really don't want to fucking do this right now because I was tired and beat up and exhausted.
Yeah.
But I don't remember ever complaining about any of it.
I doubt you guys ever really cared about that. I would assume it's after, like when you're beat up and bruised and you got to live the rest of your life in this body that's been just knocked around for 4 years and gotten X amount of concussions.
My body and brain feel great.
Yeah, okay.
For now.
One of the lucky ones.
For now. Who knows? I don't know when CTE starts creeping in. It must be. I don't know. Some have said my memory is starting to wane a little bit.
Dan was shifty, so he tried not getting hit. I wasn't shifty.
I really didn't get hit very much. Yeah. I really didn't get hit very much. No, because like I was very shifty, and it took like 4 tries for like 4 people to bring me down, and they barely dragged me down. And then I played on the outside. I played on a corner. So like I really got no action on defense really. So I really didn't take too many headshots. But I mean, I do remember my fair share of headshots. Fucking Chase Alford, he fucking about knocked me out. Like, it's close to get to knocking like dizzy. Like I was spinning because I took a knee to the side of the head though.
He had thick legs. That dude was probably like top 3 best player that I think I ever played.
That game when you were a junior, oh my god, he went off. It just made Dave Kinney look like a fool.
Yeah.
All game long.
So good.
Made me look like a fool too. This motherfucker, we were like within 3 yards of each other. I could have dove, like maybe swiped at him, but I chose not to. Next thing I know, he's 10 yards from me. I was like, blink of an eye. I was like, this guy is unbelievably fast. Couldn't believe it. And he had thick legs. That was crazy. Chase Alford. Who was that? That freshman from Richwoods. Short little bowling ball.
Oh yeah, he played at U of I.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I mean either.
But he was
really, little bowling ball.
Super explosive.
Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about CTE too much. I'll be all right. Glove though.
Glove might have to worry.
Lots of headaches.
Blood was blasting in there quite a bit.
All the time.
Quite a bit. Against guys like fucking Underwood, some big dudes. Those big dudes from East Peoria. Oh my god, those guys were huge.
That was Jake Willis we played Jake Willis. He was huge in high school.
Was he a grade above us or 2?
He might have been 2.
I think he's a year older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember seeing him playing like wide receiver. It was just looking massive.
He's so
tall. I feel like he catch everything.
Yeah.
How do you guard that?
Well, he played at East Peoria. There's nobody like really athletic at East Peoria.
Yeah, they might get 1 or 2 coming through eventually.
There wasn't anybody that was like real athletic. There's just one guy named Shane Moses who was decently athletic.
Yeah, Sugar Shane.
But he was their most athletic guy.
And he was like a safety wide receiver.
Something like that, yeah. Hey, Big Daddy.
Yes.
Big Daddy.
Hey, where's your kid?
Where's your son?
He's sleeping right now. Playing on Sonya.
Oh.
Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. I think he's waking up.
Did Sonya hear?
Dan, let's just start screaming and making a bunch of noise so he wakes up.
I wouldn't dare do that to Mama Bear.
Dude, he makes the funniest squeaks ever in the world.
Your parents just left from there?
Yeah, they left yesterday.
They posted
there for a week.
They posted so many pictures on Facebook.
Story after story after story.
Very,
Bro, I
very-
got my phone is littered with pictures.
Heck yeah.
Hi, Miss Ponge.
Hey, Steve.
Hi, beautiful.
Come here.
Oh,
Change this.
What up, Ponge? Hey, come back.
Yeah.
Come
look
here.
how cute.
Look at this little guy.
Look at that little alien.
Dude, that's what I didn't want to say it, but
Right? I mean, he is.
he's got some chubby cheeks, yo.
Oh, he's
What's
so
up, Steve-O?
cute. Hello.
He's so uncomfortable the way he's sitting right now. I'm sure.
Yes.
Hi, Steve. Oh, my hello. Here.
Hey.
Zion,
No.
come here. You want to see the baby?
Look, he's so cute. You guys got to be quiet so I can see the big version of Bluff. And Bluff, you got to keep making noise.
There's Zion.
But- Oh, look at him sticking out his tongue.
Does he make any other faces other than the one that he makes when he's pooping? Does he smile and stuff?
Oh, he's so cute. He's got so much hair.
Look at these. Look at these peepers. Look at that. You see him
Dude,
over there?
that is just trippy.
Oh my
Right?
god. So cute.
I did it. We did it.
Good job,
Did you have the hey, you came from my balls talk with him yet?
No, not yet. We'll wait till he's like
Dude, his neck is bobbling everywhere.
Look at the bobblehead.
oh, look at his face. Oh,
Look at his little, he's got a little mohawk going.
Hey,
yeah,
Ponge.
that's natural.
Yeah.
That mohawk.
How's Ponge doing?
Pretty good. Getting used to this breastfeeding life, man. It's crazy. Sorry, Ziggy.
Yeah.
He doesn't need any more hair.
Right? Are you sure? It's
Look
gonna
at
be this long one day.
yeah, I was gonna say
Oh,
put your hair on like a wig. Look at him. He doesn't. He's like, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be a
Yeah.
hairy child, 100%.
Oh, his back's so hairy.
No.
I've never seen such a hairy back on a baby before.
Well, look at Blove. What do you think his
Look at me.
will look like?
I mean, it makes sense, but I've never seen it. I've never seen
Does
anything
it-
like it.
Does he look like me?
No, he looks like Sonia.
Yeah, ugly like an alien.
Aw, I think he's really nice though. He's cute.
Weston, you know how many times you called me Cuban or like Hispanic when I was younger?
I don't recall that, but it sounds like something I might do.
It happened a lot. And now look at this. This is him.
Dude, look at his face. That's so
Aw.
funny. What's the sleep schedule like?
He eats, he sleeps, he poops, he pees.
Thanks for that information.
That's
Like,
about where he's at.
Like, are you guys up in the middle of the night and
I
stuff?
mean, he's pretty good, honestly. He eats like every hour and 43 minutes, which is kind of crazy because we do like this app thing, and it's literally an hour and 43 on the dot. But at night, he'll actually like sleep like 2 hours and 30 minutes sometimes, maybe.
That's pretty good, right?
It is really good, yeah.
That would be crazy. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, Dan, you made him cry.
Oh no.
Wasn't even saying anything.
It was just a look you gave.
But I
We're just
didn't do
hot.
anything. I was
We're both
wondering if
hot.
I was just sitting here wondering if he like, does he like smile and laugh and stuff yet?
Not yet, no. We've
When does that
gotten some,
usually
like,
start
smile
happening?
pictures, but that's probably from like passing gas or something.
Uh,
Oh my goodness.
when does that start happening? Do you guys know? Have you looked into that?
I think at like 3 months, I want to say something like that.
3 months he starts laughing.
maybe more than that.
Like, yeah, like real belly laughs, like when you can make them like
Yeah, it's like
giggle.
6 months. Here.
Love, have you had any like explosive shits shot on you yet?
Oh yeah.
He's,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I haven't necessarily been pooped on yet, but I've been peed on a few times.
Just a couple.
Marking his territory.
I took a shower with him the other day and he literally pooped all over me.
That's
At least
It's
you're
like-
in the shower.
a good place for it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I literally was just like, all right, wash this off.
And that was right after his like world's record largest poop.
His world record largest poop.
Yeah.
I've always heard the first one is just horrendous.
Oh,
It's
the
not.
meconium?
It's not horrendous. It's like there's not a lot, but it's black and it's tarry.
It's black and it's what?
like tar.
He wants booze.
That's so weird, dude.
Dance
And then
face.
the one after that like looks more normal. It's just that.
No, it's like that for a few times.
Okay.
And
Well,
then
I
it
mean,
starts to get-
his only sustenance is milk.
yeah, I
it's
wouldn't
like-
say it's
But when
so
he's
that
in
first the
womb-
first few are like just from the amniotic fluid.
Yeah.
Mm.
But then after
That's
that, he starts
crazy.
to get the milk and everything, and then it's like they're yellow, wet, and they have like little pebbles in them.
Ew. Gross. Thanks.
What's it smell like?
Ew.
It's not bad. Those ones aren't bad.
Yellow, wet, little pebbles.
Getting
doesn't-
real graphic, and Steve was out.
It
Yeah.
smells more like it smells like his pee, but they smell the same. But it almost just smells like baby in a way, like form. It's weird. They're not bad though.
Well, that would make sense though, just because like, but Dan, like it's one thing they're having.
Yeah, he's not really. Once he
Like
starts
we're
having food,
like
it's
humans are
all-
just adults are just dumping all types of crap, drinking beer and shit. It's like that's why ours are so stinky.
Yeah, it's disgusting. But I mean, I'm sure the guy, one of my buddies that I work with, he's 6 months ahead of us with his, and she just started having like solid poops and stuff like that, and they're starting to get stinky.
Mm.
But he just
Are
started
they getting
feeding-
like the baby food though? Like it's more
Yeah,
solid food.
exactly. Yeah, he just started feeding. They just started feeding them that every now and again. It's not all the time, but it's
What? You know, Shane
was
had
awesome.
Shane had his baby. He's older now. He just had his first birthday in like
oh nice.
April, but he eats a lot of what they eat. Like
Does he have teeth?
what?
Does he have teeth?
No, but they'll just like, you know, it's like fruit and maybe like a little bit of like shredded chicken, like whatever it is like really like finely cut. But it doesn't sound like they feed him a ton, or maybe just not all baby formula. They're just introducing them to like different fruits and vegetables, and you know, steam them so they're softer or whatever. But
Yeah, you puree things, blend them up.
Puree.
yeah,
Puree.
puree.
I mean, that's what a lot of those baby foods are too. Anyway,
Yeah, they're just puree.
they're just pureed peas or pureed carrots or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What a trip, man! What a trip. It's
It's
been
pretty
what so it's been what 3 full weeks now.
Yeah, just a little over.
What's it like? What's the early, way too early recap? What are your thoughts? 3 weeks
Nah.
being a dad.
Pretty amazing. It's different. I never thought I'd feel this way about it.
Bro, that's
you know?
what everyone says.
Yeah, because you don't. I mean, like before, it's not real. You know, it's not like he's not here. You're not living with him. You know, he depends on us for everything. You know, just looking at him, we're watching it, just look at him all the time. But like that's like a piece of us, you know. And it's weird to see that in something else, and to know that's like,
And he does
That's-
like mannerisms that it's crazy. It's like
yeah, he has mannerisms that are like similar to us, Sonia and myself. Like when he's sleeping, like covering his eyes and like different things like that.
yeah.
He's funny. Yeah, you just don't really expect it until it happens. Like you don't know and you don't feel it until it happens. But then once he's there, it's amazing. It's like he's there. He's just always there.
When
It's
is
just-
Pone? How long is Pone gonna take off work?
She might go back in a few weeks just for like a day or two.
Mhm. And then your client list is just the same.
Yeah, mine's normal. I had somebody work my sessions for me for a couple weeks.
That's nice.
Yeah, because it was only going to be a week, but then Sonia had her emergency and I stayed on for the extra week.
Shane has paternity. Would you call it paternity leave?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, he gets that at Ace. They give him a week.
nice,
I
cool.
think it was a week. No, it was a month. So he did the first 2 weeks, and then he saved his second 2 weeks for when she went back to work. So it was nice.
Yeah, so he's probably just gonna work on the days that I'm home. So I'll be off and she'll work, and then I can watch him, be with him all day. It's pretty awesome. It is cool. It's something that you have to experience it on your own. I can't wait for him to get a little older and we do shit together, but I mean, right now he's just a little cuddle puddle. He can't do anything on his own.
Right now
he's hold up his head.
I was gonna say he can't even hold his head up on his own yet.
He's 100% helpless.
Yeah. And you know what they say, like once you have that child, like things change, because like everything that you're doing, like he's in your head, like he's in the back of your head. You got to do better everywhere, essentially.
For sure, just be a better human being, be a better provider.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited to actually have somebody that I can mold now, like from day one.
Teach them like bad words and stuff.
All that.
Hey, Sonia.
Yeah.
Have you seen the chili lime Mountain Dew?
Chili lime what?
Mountain Dew.
We had flaming hot.
We did have it.
Yeah, flaming hot. That's what it is. Is it good?
I didn't like it. No.
You were the first person I thought of. I was like, that sounds all right. I bet Punch probably try it.
See, they got hard seltzers now too.
Hard seltzer that's flaming hot?
No, well, Mountain Dew. They have different, like they got like a Baja Blast and like other shit like that.
Everyone's doing the seltzers.
Mm-hmm.
It's becoming saturated.
White Claw changed the game.
Yeah.
True.
Actually, though, Michelob Ultras that they came out with is pretty good. It's like White Claw, but way less fizzy. So it's seriously just like drinking flavored water. Oh, sure.
Hola. Are you gonna? Is it gonna be bilingual?
Heck yeah. Tell them what's up, vatos. I'm just
kidding.
I was gonna say, does he already know some Spanish?
What's up? What's name?
No mames, güey, puto.
What were you saying, Dan? I'm sorry.
Oh, I just asked if you were already like talking in Spanish to him.
Yeah. And then when my mom was here, oh my gosh, like it was hilarious. He'd start crying. She'd poke her head. She's like, "Do you need something? Do you want me to hold him?" She's like, and she's just speaking Spanish to him. He's just like, staring at him.
I bet it everything. I could, you can't remember anything at that age, but like he just looks like he's tripping balls, like just the way he's staring at everything.
He's so like, what do people say? He's just like always, I don't know, so alert, I guess you could say.
Imagine how the world is, and you're just like,
right? Just he's like
his eyes don't work that well anyway. And he's just
he's getting busy.
I guess right now they only see black and white, so they do like a lot of contrast.
Really?
So we'll take him on walks. Yeah, we'll take him on walks, and then he'll just like stare at like the trees and stuff like that.
It's got to be such a trip.
They only see black and white.
Huh.
Yeah, only black and white, and then after like high contrast, pretty much. So like
sleepy. Look at that big yawn.
Like bright stuff. What do you mean high contrast?
High contrast. So like when like for example, like the light on your shirt would probably be like more of a white color versus like the pink. You know what I mean? On your shirt.
It's like shadows.
This shirt
like,
different. Yeah.
This shirt is white.
What? I'm tripping. I gotta go.
Ziggy, what color is his shirt, man?
Yeah, Ziggy, tell us what you see. Dude, that's so crazy. I can't believe he's just right there.
That was inside you.
Oh, I know.
Oh. What's it like not having a human taking up all that space?
I will say it's crazy because the heartburn's gone. You get all that hair. But it's weird because when I'd hold him, like the way he would lay in the beginning, like his butt cheek would be up and his hands by his like face. I literally felt him that way inside me, like his butt cheek, and he'll like stretch his like little butt, and there would be like a huge lump in my
like
belly.
you could picture it. Like you could picture how he was contorted inside you.
Yes.
Like
literally.
you could see it. Wow.
Yeah. Well, gotta go, guys. Say bye.
See you, Ziggy.
Till next time. Crazy.
This dude eats so much now. He's always eating.
Growing.
Just like his
by the
dad.
second. Oh shit. My computer's gonna die soon.
He's been starting to stay up for a while too. Like he'll stay up for an hour plus now at a time. Sometimes hardly, but he'll do it.
Dude, he's making gains, eating, sleeping.
Yeah, he
Training.
lost originally, right? Originally, he lost like 11% within the first couple of days, which is bad. They said anything over 10%, it's like you gotta start supplementing or doing something different. So we did that, and then within his 2-week checkup, he was like way past his birth weight. So like he killed it. And then the last one we did, he was 8 pounds 12 ounces, and he started at 7 pounds 2 ounces when he was born.
That's good.
So yeah, they actually told us on the last one that we need to slow down
Slow down, pull it back a little bit.
yeah, but he looks fine and everything, and he's mostly getting breast milk, so that's fine. He's fine. I'm gonna keep him going. But yeah, no, dude, the whole labor sequence was kind of wild.
I would imagine.
Watched everything happen. Watched the whole thing. I was there for all of it. Yeah.
I mean, we got shown. Did you get shown that video in biology?
I think it was like eighth grade or something.
No, it was not 8th grade.
Dude, I swear it was like.
Oh, dude!
I swear we watched something in grade.
They showed us that in college. They definitely didn't do that as when we were. 13.
Dude, I swear we got showed in like Delinsky's class in grade school.
Dude, that's
I
a
remember
vagina.
Pat Ryan's class, I think.
No, we talked about sex ed in health class. That's for sure. That was high school.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's wacky. Did you ever did you like feel like lightheaded or anything when you were all in?
No, it was cool. There was one point, so we stayed up like that whole birthing day per se. We were up for like over 30 hours straight.
Mm-hmm.
But when we got in there, we went in there Tuesday night at like 6:30 or something, got all the like processing and stuff done. And then they wanted to induce her because she was high risk because of I don't know, her blood pressure was like super high. I can't remember the name. Preeclampsia is what it is. Blood pressure was super high, which they were saying like she could have a stroke or seizures and stuff during pregnancy if that was the case. So she had to be monitored. But then they also started to induce her. And the first thing they did was put these balloons between her cervix, like one on the back side, one on the front side, and they inflated them. And then like, I don't know what it did something to the cervix. What did it do?
It just dilates your cervix.
It just dilates it, and took her to 7 centimeters. So they did that maybe at like 10, 11 p.m. Tuesday night. And then they took it out, I want to say like 5 a.m. the next morning.
Oh,
and from then on, like she was 7 centimeters the entire day. And they did a couple other things. They gave her Pitocin, which is like supposed to help her like start to have cramps and like starts to push the baby out. So they did that a few times, and then they ended up breaking her water once the first time. And then it really didn't do anything. They just waited for a while. So they just did all these little things and then waited for a while to see if anything would happen. And nothing happened. So they ended up saying, oh, well, we need to break your water again. We didn't get it the first time. So they had to do that again. And then I think we did more Pitocin.
Yeah.
Right. And then it ended up being like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., like the next morning. So that would have been Thursday. And they're like, okay, so you're 7 centimeters still, like you have been all day, literally all day. And we can try it. We can do epidural, and that might relax you enough to where your body can just, open up the full 10 centimeters and push them out. And sure enough, she agreed to it. And within like 30 minutes, it was ready to go. It's go time.
So is 10 pretty standard?
Yeah, that's what they want to see.
Mhm.
And then coming out, that dude, his head was like so tiny at first. It was the smallest thing in the world. And it just kept going, dude, like pushing it out. And it was so long. His head was so long when it came out. It was like this long because their head's like malleable when they first come out when they're babies. So
So
they
you're
have to
not even
do
being
this.
silly. Like it actually was.
Dude, it was like a football.
And then what do they do? Just kind of like mash it back down?
No, it just naturally goes back to like normal.
Dude,
and it only
wow.
took like a day to go back to normal.
were you tweaking?
Well, at first I was like, this baby's tiny. I mean, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh, come, like his head was just like poking out. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be so small. And then I was like, oh shit, there's more. And it just kept coming and coming out. Like,
That's crazy.
and then he came out, he just slid on out. And did they put him on your chest at first? Is that what happened? They put him on her chest, and he wasn't like responsive to that. And I guess like when he came out too, he had the cord around his neck, but I guess that's not like all too uncommon. But yeah, it was really loose too. But he was like he looked kind of purple and stuff, and they're like, they paged the NICU, and then like, hurry up, cut the cord, and they were like yelling at me to cut the cord, and I'm like, we were gonna leave it on for a while afterwards to let him soak up the nutrients. So I was like, what's happening? And so I just hurry up and just cut it. And then they took him over to this little corner area. Ew. They took him over to this little corner area and like was rubbing, patting his back and stuff, and got him to start crying. So after that, he was good.
I mean, you just talking about all the great nutrients. I thought maybe you might.
No.
Did Ponge fry up and eat the placenta or whatever the hell they do?
No, not at all. That was weird because I went over in the corner area with him as he was getting like, they were cleaning him up and everything, and I was looking back at her because like everything was good until he started coming out, and then it was like a fucking war zone. It was just disgusting. There was blood everywhere and things were happening. And it was
a war zone.
And then I went over to the corner with him and like the nurses, and I was looking back, and I have this image in my head of like the doctor talking to her, and there's this umbilical cord just sticking out and her legs, and she's just like talking to the doctors, and I'm like looking at him, and I'm looking back at her, and I'm like, what is happening? What is all this? Just like stuck in this moment that was just craziness. Because at that same time too, like when she's giving birth, there's only like a handful, 5 nurses maybe in there, but as soon as he comes out, or as soon as he starts to show, like there's like 15 nurses in there. And there's just people everywhere, and like shit's happening all around you, but you're focusing on this one little moment right in front of you, on these little things that are happening. But it was just like, it's just craziness. But then it was just so cool to see him come out. Yeah, it was super intense.
It's like those movies where like dude's walking down the street and he's in slow motion, but everybody else around him is like going fast.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, where I was like between myself and like looking at him coming out, it was like slow-mo. Like we were stuck in this little piece of time, and so much shit was happening around us. And Sonia's pushing, man. That was rough.
Good job, Pun.
That was gnarly. Right.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. She didn't. They asked her if she wanted a mirror at first so she could see as she was pushing and it was coming out, and she didn't do it at first. But then she's like, "Yeah, put it there," and that actually helped a lot because she could actually, see him coming and be like, "Okay, he's right there." Yeah, more motivation.
Like just a little bit more,
Exactly.
They were like, "Stop!" I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was crazy. It was awesome.
God bless.
Yeah.
Hey, let's wrap this up. As much as I love you guys, my computer's about to die, and I also want to watch Breaking Bad.
Oh, we've been watching Walking Dead a lot lately.
Again.
But we stopped because it was fucking annoying. Same plot over and over again.
I've heard the last couple seasons are a disappointment.
Where are we? What season? You
I've
know?
never seen it. I've never seen any of it.
We're at the Negan season.
Did you watch that video I sent last night about the dude bashing the other guy's skull in with a bat? Okay, you should go watch that part.
In what chat?
It wasn't ours.
I think I put it in Mark's and the other one. It's in two of them because I didn't know if Mark's seen it or not, and I knew he'd enjoy it.
And it's a dude getting his skull bashed in. I don't think I want to watch that.
Yes, you do.
It's so gnarly.
Dude,
So-
I'm not the biggest fan of those videos.
The show's so gory.
Yeah, I
And
know.
it just keeps sucking you in.
The video or Walking Dead?
Walking Dead in general.
I love the gore in the boys. It's so funny to me. Like you're everyone's caught up, right?
I haven't finished it. We the last one we saw was they started taking the drug, and the younger kid started taking it too. He took it once.
Mm-hmm.
Huey.
The scene where the one superhero is in the dude's penis and then he sneezes.
Wasn't that episode? That was episode 1 of season 4, right?
It was
Yeah,
early.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was the first episode. There's several scenes where the gore I just burst out laughing. I just think it's hilarious. But it took me a little bit to realize that Seth Rogen is a writer for it, so it makes sense.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
That does make some more sense.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I was like, no wonder I laughed so many times during it.
Yeah, it's good. It's just like the perfect combination of all like genres. Like it's serious, it's funny, there's gore, there's sex,
Superheroes.
there's drug use. Yeah, like who doesn't like
Corruption.
superhero movie? Corruption. Yes, it's perfect.
Some detective work. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's starting to get a little more shine too. I see more memes on the internet for it. Like someone just posted a meme of it or a video of it. Sent me a video of it. Wasn't it you, Wesley?
I don't know.
When somebody's, oh no, I saw one recently with Homelander. It made me laugh. Well, it's been seeing a lot more memes. I had never even heard of it until Blood told me about it. Like told us about it last year.
There's been a
Been
lot
out
of
since
funny
18.
Homelander like gym video memes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Jim. Oh yeah. But yeah, good one back in the game for a little. It's been a long time since we've done one. I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm paying monthly for the extended, so we gotta use it.
Sure.
Plus,
Well.
it's good to catch up.
Yeah.
But
You guys can see Ziggy grow.
hell yeah,
It's gonna be a trip.
oh yeah. All right, homies. Well, let's try to do it next week too. Well, next week is Buffett. Daniel.
I'll be bartending,
All right.
slinging that wood.
Hell yeah. So yeah, maybe next week. Maybe.
That's on Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday. So Sunday we'll try to get together.
I hope there's some good stories.
There will be.
Cool.
All right, bye, Ponge.
Bye,
Ziggy.
guys.
See you guys.
Bye, Pong.
Yes, amigos.
Bye, guys.
Love you
Love
guys.
you guys.
Bye.